Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's Natalia here. We're gonna be practicing restorative yoga today. And thank you very much for knowing that your body needs to be here, right? There is an innate knowledge within us that we need to honor, right? Uh, we know when we need to rest, we know when we need water. We have an intuition that it's very real within us. So I thank you all for choosing restorative practice this evening. Life is always happening, and there is always change happening. And in that change, there are many aspects that need to be acknowledged and honored. We need to attend to their existence and their reality. So we turn our heads and our gaze from the outside to the inside. And we start to notice what's there for us. And we witness it without getting attached to any of it. And then we say, oh, well, I think this thing, and maybe a little bit of this thing need to be acknowledged. And we don't have to do all three at the same time, but one at a time with very close attention. So if anything is not working as we wish for it to work, we can shift, right? Consciously change the pathway. And so let's practice acknowledging our needs today, right? And honoring the change that is constantly happening. And in that, not only do we support ourselves, but we support our community, right? The more we understand how to handle, how to honor, how to see, how to witness, the easier it is that sharing becomes, right? And support becomes. So, yeah, that's it. Let's ground. Point your fingers and thumbs come to touch. And we're gonna let the hands rest over the lap. And then roll the shoulders back behind you. Feel open at the heart. If any of you would like to place their hand at their chest, you are free to do that. Maybe you feel breath at the hand. Take a deep breath into your nose and a full breath out. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale freely through the mouth. And again, inhale deeply, fill up with air. Open the mouth, exhale. Continue to breathe consciously and bring all of your attention to the very center of your mind. And notice that although you are one individual, you make part of a whole environment, a community, the community of the world. So for a moment, honor the beating heart that lives within you and within everybody else that is alive. And the breath that is essential for human life. The breath that is the energy, the life force. Soften to your breath. Soften the muscle, the bone, the flesh. the next minute, we'll honor the conscious presence that lives within us all, everywhere, all beings. 1 minute, conscious awareness upon that fact. Set an intention for today's restorative practice. Follow that by deep breath in and a soft breath out. Crack the eyes open, find the gaze on the screen again. Release the hand from the heart if it was there. Welcome if you arrived after I started this practice. It's Natalia here. Please make sure you have 2 pillows and 1 blanket for practice today. 2 pillows, 1 blanket. 2 bed pillows, 2 couch pillows, any kind of pillow you have. We'll begin now with our 2 pillows. Now I'm going to put them in a vertical setting. It could be that some of you decide that you only need 1 pillow, right? But some of you may enjoy the height of 2. So start with 2, decide if you need to remove 1. I'm going to put my blanket towards the top of my pillow so it can act as a pillow for my head. A blanket that acts as a pillow. And I'm going to sit as close to my 2 pillows as I can, and I'm going to lean on them and adjust my blanket. Now, I'm going to keep my knees crossed, but some of you will choose to keep the knees bent with the feet separate. Now, with your hands, interlace fingertips behind your head. Let the elbows fall out to the sides completely. Find your breath again and start to follow the pathway from the tip of your nose through the back of your throat and into your lungs. And then reversing the action. Lungs, throat, tip of the nose. Allow for your elbows to really hang heavy. We're going to be here for about 15 rounds of breath. I want you to notice if your jaw is clenched or if there is biting in your teeth. I want you to become deeply aware of the tissues within the skin, within the muscle. And see if you can deepen the breath. Longer inhales and longer exhales. cycling in between each other. Feel the expansiveness of your lungs as they expand wide, long, spacious. And then a release naturally coming on the exhale. You have about 7 more cycles of breath. Take one more inhale in your posture. And a full exhale. Begin to bring your elbows together. If your knees were out to the side, bring the feet on the ground. Draw the chin to your chest and then roll, peel off your back, off your yoga props until you come up to sit. And when you come out to sit, yogis, bring your feet together, big toes touching. Interlace the hands underneath your feet or your ankles or your knees. And then start to pour the weight of your torso towards the ankles. And you may decide here to reach the legs further forward or keep them closer to you. I find a very nice moment when I allow space in between heels and groin. So I shift my feet forward and I get into the sides of my legs. Now with that, can you let the head really hang weightless to the point that you can feel a stretch to the back of your neck, a soft stretch, a relaxing stretch. Now send that breath towards the very back of your lungs. Identify that area. And just like you felt the expansiveness through the chest as you lied on your back, can you feel this expansiveness of your back body through the rib cage, through the intercostals? 5 deep inhales and 5 full exhales. Let the tongue be soft, the teeth, the jaw. Take one more inhale, folding over your legs in Tadasana. And then follow that by coming out of the posture, helping your knees come back together. And slide one of your blankets out of your pillows or blankets underneath your knees. So you are seated on the floor and the knees are rather bent because of your pillows. Now here you're going to decide if you want to keep your feet together or you want to make them wider. Now, move the flesh out from underneath your body. Option number 1 and option number 2, I'll show you. First one is to bow in between your legs. If that doesn't feel great in your body, you will put a pillow on top of your thighs so that you can cross arms and then bow over your arms. Right? So you are both forward folding. There is no effort because The pillows are taking all that effort away from you. And if there is too much effort, can you add or move things around your body? Give length to the backs of your legs by tilting the tailbone slightly back and feel the knee joints well supported at ease. You may feel the sides of your legs from the outer edge of the glutes down to the outer edge of the knees. If you are resisting your head back, can you let the shoulders relax and then let the head fall in between your shoulders? 5 more inhales, 5 more exhales, bowing over your thighs. Walk yourself back out of this forward fold. You had a pillow over your thighs, put it on the side, and then walk your hands behind you. Fingertips facing the legs or backwards, either or. Push down through the wrist in the open front of your chest. From shoulder to shoulder, a spaciousness. Now, from here, lift the chin up towards the chest until you feel the throat, the trachea, the pathways extending. Deep, full breath in. Open mouth, breath out. Return your head back to neutral. Move the pillow out from underneath your knees. So, 2 options again. Some of you will choose to sit on top of a pillow, and some of you may choose to sit directly on the ground. We're going to move into fire log pose. Here are your options. My left shin bone is going to be parallel to my pelvis bone. Then I'm going to put my right ankle on top of my left knee. Knee to ankle, ankle to knee. Now, this requires some range of motion at the hips. You should be feeling stuff mostly out here. Some of you may try to put the foot halfway through, or even being here can be a big opening for the hips, right? If you're in between, right, knees separate, can you stuff your folded blanket or pillow into that space? So you will have a foundation. Now, as you have this posture, reach the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath and lengthen from sides of your body. And as you exhale, reach the arms out to the sides until they found the floor. And so we'll make this active first. Can you reach to the fingertips as though your hands were walking far, far, far away? And feel the stretch through the arms, elbows, and upper arm bones. You can stay here active through the arms, or you can let your head again hang heavy. And the heavier you allow your head to fall, the more the tissues of the back body will pull forward. Therefore, your right hip will get a stretch. If for some of you this forward fold does not feel great, you can do the same, leaning back. So hands behind you, lifting the chest. They will give you a similar sensation at the hip. One open heart, one closed heart. If you notice that you're gripping through the muscles of your leg, can you let go of that? Just a bit. If you're gripping through the muscles of the shoulders and the neck, can you find some freedom through them? If your eyebrows are getting upset, can you undo that? Deep full inhale, full exhale. Come out of the posture by walking knees under shoulders, sliding back. Grab your right foot and knee and start to simply draw some circles with the leg. Just notice the softening and the steering of the bone in the hip socket. And the slower you move, the more you get to feel stuff in your body. Good. Put the right foot and shin bone where your left shin bone was, and now grab the other leg and find the position that you were in before. So it could be fire log, Agni Stasana, or maybe feet further apart in a blanket, or maybe closed shin bones. Just notice the outsides of your hips. What does it feel like? Most of the sensation is focused upon the left outer hip. When you're ready, reach the arms up overhead first. Look up to the ceiling, expand through the rib cage. And as you exhale, forward fold or arch back, depending on what you did at the first side. Active through the fingertips first. Active through the arms first. And then allowing the head to fold heavy. And as you let the head fold heavy, notice what's happening at the left hip flexor. And the glutes. And all those tissues that attach the leg to the torso. Five full breaths. If you are gripping, undo that. If you're holding, undo that. Anything hurts, strains, undo that. One more inhale. As the exhale comes, walk the hands back in towards your knees. Peel the body off. Grab your leg with both hands or one hand and begin to mobilize. So you should feel pretty good to mobilize after leaning over it, right? Circles, lines, hearts, triangles. Release the leg. Sit comfortably as I show you the next posture. We're going to have a few options. One or two pillows for this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lie flat on the ground. And I'm gonna grab my hips. I'm gonna pull the bone down away from the bone of my rib cage. So I lengthen the space in between those two. Now once I have that, my feet are bent. I'm gonna start with one pillow, lift my hips up, and then slide that pillow underneath my pelvis. And then again, I adjust, I lengthen. If I realize I need more or want more, I'm gonna pick up my hips and slide my second leg, right? Then I move, I roll my shoulders back, and I'm gonna choose to extend my legs above my head and walk my feet forward. Anywhere between those 2 points is great. Feet on the floor, knees bent, one pillow or two pillows, depending on the thickness of your pillows and your personal needs. And once you get to that supported place, imagine that your hips just dropped from the second floor to the first one. And they completely collapsed with on top of your pillows. Focus while in this posture, especially on the exhale. Witness the very restorative power of the exhale, that letting go that happens on the exhale. Not only letting go of the tensions held in the body, also noticing anything happening in the mind space. Where is your mind in this moment? Where is your energy? Maybe you ask yourself why. Stay receptive. No need to solve or answer anything. Allow yourself to take 10 more rounds of breath in restorative bridge pose. 5 more breaths. Again, to windshield wipe your knees from left side to right side. Pause at the center, find a neutral pelvis. Push through the feet and remove the pillow from underneath or the two pillows. And again, give length to the pelvis and the sides of the body. Hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Interlace the fingertips above the shin bones or one hand grabs each knee. And start to rock all the way left side and all the way right side. Feeling a nice massage along your back and the low west areas of your pelvis. Back to the center, find a neutral spine. Right foot comes down to the floor. Find a comfortable, spacious place for your right hip, and then draw the left knee on top of the left ankle on top of the right knee. Sorry about that. And then maybe, if you wish to do so, you could hug the right knee into your chest. So you are in a figure four. You can stay here as well, or you may extend the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. 3 gradients. Foot on the ground, knee into your chest with leg extended. And as you spend some time in here, can you relax the right ankle, right knee, right hip? With the right leg relaxed, you're able to notice the left leg. If you push your left knee forward slightly, you will intensify the sensation of the stretch. But you don't have to go there. Again, what do you need? Is there anything you want to shift or change? Honor that. Take one more inhale, wherever you are. And one more exhale. Put the right foot on the floor. Hug the left knee into your chest. Send the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Now it should feel nice and light to stretch the left leg up now. If you feel comfortable here, just take a couple moments to notice the fluids from the left foot running down your left leg towards the hips. You can also straighten the right leg and make it a little bit more active. You may climb your hands along your left leg. But if as you do that, you pick up your head from the ground and you feel a dragging off your body, you went too far. So come out of it and pause in space where you can rest and have a comfortable moment with the stretch. Deep full inhale. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Left foot lands on the floor. Hug the right knee into your chest and then place the right ankle on top of the left knee for a figure four. And again, 3 gradients. Some of you will stay with the foot on the ground. Some of you will hug the knee in. Some of you will extend the leg all the way up. So go to the place that feels awesome in your body and be there as you breathe. You may also shift in between those, right? There is an active push of your knee forward, maybe through the right side. And again, ask yourself the question, am I tightening through the face, through the neck? Big full inhale, reaching with the left foot, with the right knee forward. On the exhale, rebend that right knee. Step the left foot on the ground. Hug the right knee into your chest. Left leg extends forward maybe. And you can keep the right knee in. Maybe you stretch it all the way up. Hold it with your hands. Some of you may climb the legs up the right leg to increase the sensation. But only be at a place that you can handle well. No pain, no strain, no pulling. Deep breaths. Deep full inhale. As you exhale, rebend the left knee. Step the left foot on the ground. Bend the left knee, both feet together. Reach the arms up above your head, shoulders in line with your ears. Feel the thumbs sliding down the floor. Take a deep full inhale. As you exhale, roll over to either side and then push down to come off the ground. Just for a moment. We're going to use our 2 pillows now. One pillow underneath the neck and the second pillow in between our legs. Now, when you come to put your ear on the pillow, pull the shoulder away so that you're not squishing and pushing onto it. Pull it forward, out from under, and then adjust from there. And some of you may say, oh, well, I need a little more than this. So if you have more pillows and need more pillows under your head or even behind your back, you can do that, right? I have a third pillow here. I happen to have a third pillow here. So I'll put it behind me and it kind of cradles my back and it feels awesome, right? Because you don't have to hold yourself anywhere. You're held. The left hand can rest along your left hip. But if you want to open the left channel of energy through the arm and armpit, you can reach your left arm in line with your left ear and let the hand hang heavy. Adjust as you need for your body. Find your breath. Going for longer periods of time in the postures now. We spend about 20 rounds of breath, around 3 minutes in here. There is no goal. What does rest represent right now? Can you allow yourself to enjoy complete silence? your mind gets very distracted or cluttered, just remember where you are right now, your current place. Awareness of the present moment may shift the thought pattern. 5 more cycles of breath on this side. When you have completed 5 cycles of breath, if your left arm still reaching up above your head, slowly bring it back to center. If you have a pillow behind your back, move it over to the second side. And then roll on your backs until your left ear, left side body are on the floor. And adjust the pillow as you need for the second side. Move that left shoulder out from underneath you so you can extend the left arm long. And if you, again, need a support behind your back, stuff it well under your spine so you can rest the weight over. Right arm along right hip, right arm up above your head to open that right side body channel. Notice how not a lot has changed. Only the position. You're able to come back to that meditative state that you had accessed. Three minutes on each side. Three minutes in silence. the mind wanders, return, reconnect. 5 more cycles of breath. Take a deep breath into your nose. Full breath out from the mouth. Move the pillow out from under in between your legs. Put it on the side. And then if your arm is reaching out, reach it in front of you to push off the floor and come up to sit. We're going to change into the next posture. We're going to be lying on our abdomen over the pillows. So I really love this posture. It is a beautiful way to relax the hip flexors and allow all the stuff back here, the joint in between pelvis and sacrum, to relax. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 pillows, your choice. I like to raise my hips really high and I feel a lot of decompression. May not be the same for you. A blanket at the front to support my chest. And then I'm going to put my pubic bone and my hip bones on top of my pillows. And I'm going to walk my elbows forward until my chest rests on the ground. If your chest is not resting on the ground, then maybe you're too high, right? And you'll have to move one thigh out of under and then adjust. If you are lying on your belly on top of the pillows, you may feel that your intestines are getting squished, in which case, walk yourself until you feel the bone on the pillows. Interlace fingertips under the forehead or one ear to the mat at a time. Choose to have your toes facing outwards, knees outwards, or toes facing inwards, knees inwards. Let them hang heavy. Let the feet be heavy. This posture allows you to really focus on sending the breath to the low back. To where the low back meets the glutes. At that level, there is a large nerve that runs down to your feet. Imagine that you give space to that nerve. You give space to the ligaments connecting the area. The muscles naturally lengthen. If you are resting one ear on the mat, change over to the second ear to even out the neck. Halfway through the whole of this posture, five more breaths. Last five in this specific posture. To come out of here, your hands under the shoulders. Push through the hands and then peel off your pillows and sit back into a child's pose. Elbows and forehead may come to the pillow. We'll be here just for 5 breaths. We'll set up for our final posture now. I'm gonna lie flat on the floor once again. I'm gonna use my blanket for the back of my neck if I need it. And I'm gonna slide 1, 2, or 3 pillows underneath my calf muscles. So I check this. Oh, I could use some more height. Grab my second pillow, stack it, lie down, mount. The higher my knees are, my feet may start floating off the floor, so your feet will be hanging. It depends again on what you need. Does it feel good to have your ankles hanging, or do you need to have your ankles on the floor? Can you let your arms rest alongside your torso? Can you let the body simply exist as is right here in a supported knee shavasana? Use this posture as a chance to shift the energy. Be a witness of your own wholeness. Honor that source that lives within you and that lives within all other beings, within your circle and outside of your circle, and at larger scales. That powerful center of who you are, right at the core of your being. Take a deep breath into your nose. Open mouth, full exhale. Deep breath into your nose. Full exhale. Inhale deeply, fill up with air as your body begins to come back to movement through the fingertips and the toes, yet the eyes remain closed. Wiggle hips left side and right side, and then the head rocks left side and right side. Hug the knees into your chest, move and lie on one side. Roll and push through the palm as you come to sit. When you come to sit, sit well. On a pillow or two or no pillow. Head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. Still aware of your wholeness. Take a moment to honor the privilege of having access to the practice and to the community. Of having access, of being with yourself at ease. We'll seal our time together with a single chant of Om. Exhale all the breath out of your lungs. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Palms together at the center of the heart, bowing the head. Namaste. Thank you all for being here today. It's an honor to teach at this time of life and today, really. I honor you. Have a lovely evening. Let me know if you have any questions at the bottom at the chat box. Thank you, Claudia, Ashley. Doesn't have a name. It has a little microphone. Trish came out. Athena, Diana, Lexi, Stephanie, Danielle. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Stay informed and healthy. Stay grounded, hydrated, and aware, right? Awareness at all times, everywhere. When you are interacting, when you are with yourself, with your cat, with your anything, awareness, mindfulness. Okay, guys, have a lovely evening. I'm going to get into the next room for meditation. Thank you very much. Peace.